Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Donnybrook Stadium here in a sun-kissed, sun-drenched Dublin 4 for today's AIL Division 1B round 9 game. Old Wesley versus our nearest and dearest rivals, Old Belvedere, from a whole 200 metres away. I can see the floodlight pitch from our perch, and I'm joined today by the inimitable talent of, some of you may know him from such podcasts as Virgin Media Rugby Podcast, Scottish Division 1 soccer commentary, and not limited to many other things, the great Stuart McAvoy. Stu, great to have you back today.
Yeah, thanks Tom, great to be back here and covering some AIL. It's having injuries troubles, but not as much as these guys out there, but great to be back. I'm looking forward to today. It should be an absolute belter, to be honest. A bit of a difference in the places in the table between two sides, but there'll be plenty of attacking rugby to watch.
Yeah, huge day here today. Both teams in not a million miles away in points, and we'll get into that in a second, but their seasons have gone slightly differently for both sides. And again, it's a great day. Look, it's worth saying here, it's a balmy 12-13 degrees. I'm in a gilet. It's not cold at all, of course, gilet, because you'll be an educated man, know gilet is French for jacket with sun sleeves. But it's a perfect day for rugby. Sun is shining, very little breeze out, and it's relatively warm for the weekend before Christmas. Like, what more could you ask for?
Yeah, no, you're right. It looks very nice out there. The sun is shining. Obviously, we're carrying a wee bit of timber at home, so it doesn't affect us. But yeah, the athletes out there might be slightly different. I
just bulk up for the winter, Stewie. I'll come April, I'll start to get in my summer bod again. But look, it's a great day. We've an absolutely full lunch. I was walking through the lunch there. Such luminaries of Irish rugby as the great Ollie Campbell, George Hook, Johnny Feehan. Huge lunch in there today. They'll all be out soon on the terraces cheering on. It's set to be a huge one to finish out the year, and of course this marks the halfway point of the season. So after this, we return in January. It's a reverse, so Wesley will play Belvedere away the first week back in January, and we go reverse fixtures all the way to the end, where we finish up welcoming Queens at the last weekend of the season at home. With that in mind, guys, we're just going to take a quick break and hear a word from our sponsor, PTSB. Again, without PTSB support, we couldn't be bringing these streams week in, week out.
Every interaction, every innovation, every connection, every little thing we do at PTSB is built upon a better understanding of you. And it all comes together to create a banking experience that's altogether more human. PTSB, altogether more human.
Again, massive thank you to PTSB for their continued support. PTSB exclusive streaming and highlights partners for Old Wesley. Again, please do give us a like and a follow on YouTube, and you'll get notified every Monday when the live highlights are up on Monday afternoon. With that in mind, and without further ado, we might take a quick look through the teams. Stuart, you might quickly run us through the Belvedere team for today.
Yeah, of course, starting at fullback is Joe White, and then the right wing, Jack Keating, Jaden Beckett, talented individual, New Zealand, coming from New Zealand, our outside centre, and then Ira Robles, great pace, and seems to be able to play across the back line. Inside him, so those two will be looking to cause havoc in tandem. Hugh Redden on the left wing, and then the orchestrator at 10, David Wilkinson. Norrie operator at 9 is Peter O'Byrne, captain today. Then up front, Adam Howard, who's been around the block, Callum Dowling, I should say, at number 2, and Hooker seems to not stop scoring, Tom, so wouldn't be surprised if he gets over for another maul today. Hugh Flood at number 3 there, also in the front row. Finn McWay, Keil Thatcher, another guy that's playing his rugby from New Zealand, in the back row. 6, 7 and 8 of James Doyle, who's very highly thought of. Felix Campbell and Will McDonald, who's come through, was school actually in South Africa and come through the IQ system. Then I suppose I'll run through the bench, Tom's just Leo Dowling, Sub hooker in the front row men as well, Barry Dooley, Paddy Dowling, Saul Fitzpatrick there at 19, John Meagar and Sean McNulty. So that's the 21 of the visitors, Tom.
And of course, Old Wesley today, we will start same as you did, Stuart. We'll go to our backs first. At 15, Sam Burns. Of course, Sam, first season with the club, having come up from Highfield via Lansdowne into ourselves. At 14, Nathan Randalls. At 13, the hot stepper himself, Alex Malloy. He's third or fourth game at 13 this season. 12 is Fergus Gemfrey. And on the far wing, former Irish under-18 sevens player Thomas O'Callaghan. At 10, Owen Monaghan. Owen, of course, has been absolutely metronomic with kicks from the tee this year. He's been sensational with them. And at 9, Ben Stevens. Ben has been in and out jostling with Keith Kavanagh for that 9 spot. Then the front row, we have Harry Noonan, another new man to the club this year, Kieran O'Shea at hooker, and the ever-present, evergreen Cronin Gleeson at 3. Our captain, Ruben Pym, is in the second row. Again, needs most for Ruben to be in the second row, but has been very effective there over recent weeks. David Moitier is his partner, and then a back row of Cathal Kelly, Josh Pym and Will Fay. And of course we know one thing about Will Fay is that engine, a guy who always finishes as he starts games. Huge engine. On the bench we have Howard Noonan, brother of Harry, Sam Kenny, Shane Cawley, Josh O'Hare, Ian Cassidy and Keith Kavanagh. And again, a slightly new look team this week for Old Wesley, but a very good reason for that. Yesterday we had 3 of the players. We had Stevie Smith, Tom Lark and Billy Corrigan, smiling politely. That's the Simpsons reference for anybody at home. Were out representing the Irish under-20s yesterday, who defeated Italy 35 points to 29 in UCD. And again, a wonderful achievement to have 3 Old Wesley senior squad members on an Irish under-20s. I haven't heard of it, so again, well done to the lads. A huge honour for the club to have them there, and hopefully they'll be in the mix for Richie Murphy's squad come February. So what we might do is, while we're waiting for the teams to come out, Stewie, we'll have a quick look at the league table. As you can see, St Mary's are top of the pile there on 39 points, but today's visitors, Old Belvedere, are 27, with Old Wesley 9 points behind in 8th place on 18 points. Of course, Wesley suffered a 3-point deduction for some clerical errors with filing of papers earlier on this season, so that's why some of the maths don't work out. But again, Old Wesley 4 wins, Old Belvedere 5 wins. There's not much between these two sides, Stuart.
No, 8 games in, you said there's the halfway point of the season after today, but you're right, what's that between 2nd and 8th, Tom? There's 9 points there. Anything can sort of happen. Do you know what I mean? It's there's so much to play for still, with 9 games left after this.
It is the crazy league. 1B is the crazy league. We've always talked about it. You have Buccaneers at the bottom of the table, only 17 points behind Old Belvedere after 8 games. That's not a huge gap between last and second. Yet Marys are undefeated and are up top, but again, there is that concertina of teams in that medal section. Only bonus points separate them, Stuart.
Yeah, and you got to look there. Naas, Highfield, Gary Owen, 3 points separating those in the middle of the park. But for Old Wesley today, it's such a big opportunity to just get themselves up there, Tom, into the likes of 4th place, but then Belvo will be looking to chase St Mary's tails. Yeah,
it'll be the first time all season, if they win today, we'll have strung 3 wins together, which will be absolutely huge for us today. And again, another note on today's game. At half-time, we're going to have our under-10s girls having a little bit of a demo game on the pitch at half-time, so we'll try and bring you some clips from that at half-time too. We're going to take a moment. We'll hear another word from our sponsors while we're waiting for the teams to come out.
Every interaction, every innovation, every connection. Every little thing we do at PTSB is built upon a better understanding of you. And it all comes together to create a banking experience that's altogether more human. PTSB, altogether more human.
Again, a huge thank you there to PTSB for their support this season and supporting all of our streaming and highlight efforts. Make sure you give us a like and a follow on YouTube, and you'll know when the highlights are up on Monday. PTSB, altogether more human. Stuart, any thoughts, any predictions? Have you got the crystal ball with you today?
No, I'm just sort of looking there, even the centres there. Jaden Beckett or Robles against Fergus Jamfrey and Alex Malloy. I know we've talked about where Malloy can play full back, but you said haven't seen too much this year, but he's been the outside centre. I know it'll all be done in the forwards, but just there, I'm just, as I glance down the two teams, it's going to be an interesting match up there between the two centres, aren't there, personally?
Yeah, and you know, we chatted just as you arrived here, Stuart. Like, it was interesting to know, I think Wesley have done a slightly more compressed warm-up today than I've seen in previous times, but Belvedere were out a little bit earlier than I would have expected, and a very high tempo intensity warm-up for them. So I think you'll be looking for them to come out of blocks absolutely flying, truth be told. And as Belvedere now are coming out to the pitch.
Yeah, led by Peter O'Byrne, the scrum half, and then David Whittleson at 9 and 10, Tom. Big afternoon for the pair of them.
Huge, absolutely huge. And of course, we have Pim leading the squad out here with his, I believe, nephew in his arms, young Hoban, today's game mascot. Great day for the Pim family. Photos on the sideline, so we're all set to go here. We're just getting notified of some late changes to Belvedere side. Stuart will bring those to you in a moment. Stuart, I think you just got a word in your ear there about some late changes to Belvedere.
Yes, we do, yes. McWay has pulled out there, and Darling is in the second row. Andrew will also come onto the bench.
Okay, good to know, good to know. And a word about our referee today, Harry Richmond, a man from up around your parish, Stuart. When I say your parish, north of the border, that's how I class them all. Any information on Harry, do you know him?
I'll go for Henry Richmond.
Henry, apologies, my most humble apologies.
He's actually seems to be progressing nicely. He was out there with Rugby Europe there a month ago.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, out refereeing there. Also 5 Mile Townman, Clogher Valley, that sort of direction.
Oh, great. Clogher Valley are flying at the moment. And actually, speaking of Rugby Europe, our own Andrew Cole is reffing the Rugby Europe club final next weekend. Saturday before Christmas, he's got a lovely away trip to somewhere in East Europe. His girlfriend is absolutely delighted about that.
We'll see how he gets on. Fine referee as the vendors get us underway. And David Wilkinson. Really settler over our heads here, Tom. From Sam Burns.
And apologies, folks, if you're picking up some of the helicopter in the background there. Not much we can do about that. Looks like the Garda Traffic Corps are out in all forces today, marshalling city traffic.
Callum Dowling, his first line out of the afternoon, hits his jumper very well. Dowling, of course, not formidable. Blue scrum up. So Belvedere look to get a bit of early momentum. Sniff round the corner. Darling goes on his travels. Robin is stepping up into first receiver. Good work from the visitors. Wide ball. Wesley scrambling. There you go. There's intent right off Tom from Old Belvedere.
Yeah, they're not hanging around, Stuart, are they? Sucked us in with that maul and then tried to get wide as quickly as they could.
Robles, of course, born in Honduras, lived there until he was 12 and moved to Dublin.
To be fair, he's been with Belvo a long time.
He has indeed. Before that was with Clontarf and Trinity. Bit messy at line out time. Here's the ball with Belvo. Then Wesley are in. First penalty penalty. Goes to the home side. A wee bit of momentum changing right from the off. Warren Monaghan to steady himself and get this ball as far down the pitch here, Energy Park, as possible. He finds the tennis courts and up to the halfway line. So we've already seen one hooker hit his jumper line out time. It's Kieran O'Shea, like on halfway. He's pretty good too. As they playing their cards. A couple of heavy jumpers. As the referee's arm goes out. Monaghan decides to pull himself and then flicks it out the back. Here's Malloy, the dangerman. Ben Stevens just needs to dig that out. He's going to get a second bite of the cherry. So will Wesley have a penalty? And Richmond just getting his spot.
I can see it's going to the corner with this one. It's probably kickable for Monaghan, but very often this year Morgan has signalled his intent by going to the corner early. I don't think that'll change today.
Give us the insight there, and Old Monaghan, Tom, this year, how many games has he been at 10, or has it been?
He's been at 10 for most of the games this year, Stuart, and we've needed his boot at times to get ourselves out of trouble too. He's been in the low 90% kicking accuracy, which is phenomenal for any kicker at any level.
He used to play his rugby at UCC with Monaghan. O'Shea goes to the front. Looks to be a pimp that drags that down. Now the red and white juggernaut looks to peel round and keep it in tight. Stevens orchestrating things, telling his pack exactly where he wants them. Belvedere do stop it though. Somehow get their mitts in there and get the turnover. Good work from that Old Belvedere pack. Makes a hard and darling and flooding coat.
Yeah, two good throws to start from the Wesley hooker, Kieran O'Shea. Kieran, I think, gets his first start at hooker this year, but again, hit his man twice. Good throws from both hookers actually to start the game.
Yeah, O'Shea educated at Castletroy College, who was captain of the senior team. Joined Old West this season from AIL Div. So see how the scrum matches up. A couple of big boys in there. It's Captain O'Byrne. Takes his time and says, Robles, do your thing. Belvedere just trying to get a few extra yards. Now they're number 10 and David Wilkinson to go downtown. Here's Sam Burns. Tommy O'Callaghan opens up the wings and just taken by the ankles. Stevens. Is he looking to go out the backs? And then saying to Gleeson, of course, a good prop on his own ride and really good skillful hands. As he just lose that ball. Burn. What are his runners like? Wilkinson for Clongowes. Woodman, like 5 or 6 of this squad at Old Belvedere. Opens up the body. Sam Burns says thank you very much. There's a new scrum half. There's Faye. Never seems to stop as well, Faye. 4 or 5 are in the back row. Anywhere you want them, you do a great job. Malloy. O'Callaghan. Wesley have a few numbers. Monaghan Alex Malloy once more. Good work. Flicks it back inside. Cathal Kelly on his shoulder. Moitier. Showing what he's got on his box of tricks. Phase after phase. Monaghan to Malloy. Plenty of bodies there for Old Wesley. Monaghan going to pull the trigger. Happy to say there's pack though. Got the hard yards. Belvedere looking to get a bit of turnover. That's another opportunity going from Old Wesley early on. A loose ball. Meeting far with far there. Kelly started ever so brightly. Turnover coming. Henry Richard says, not quite yet. And Peter O'Byrne says, enough's enough. Oh, just take a breath, Tom.
Yeah, I was going to say very composed play there by Wesley, except for that one runner at the final end which led to a turnover. They've been very composed, they've been very sportive, they're not playing high risk rugby, they're sucking them in, they're trying to create holes. They've started quite well. What is interesting though is Belvedere aren't afraid to go 2 or 3 phases in their own 22 to make the yardage for a better kick. They're not looking to get out of there quickly. That's experience, that's poise, that's a good 10.
O'Shea. Crowd don't like it, but it's fine Faye. Jeffrey. On the bulldozing run. Ball doesn't quite go the way that Stevens would have wanted, but he found his man. Kelly again, pumping the thighs. What about the snipe from Stevens? The ball has gone forward, so maybe a wee bit too overzealous there, Tom, and a wee bit eager.
Yeah, I think scored off that exact type of move last week, so maybe they had memories of Highfield in their mind. But yeah, we talked about composure a couple of moments ago. Don't think that was composure right there, Stuart.
It's Bravo to the team running in plenty of tries last week against Queens. Over 40 points. A good run.
I believe Queens were missing a few though, Stuart, due to international and professional call-ups.
Not being allowed to mention Queens again or Houston.
Fair enough.
Old man,
I know.
losing all the hair he has about them. Wilkinson. Again, the left boot. Looks very relaxed. Rambles. He's the scamper. Tries a ball back in. That was an unforced error from the right winger. It's not like him. Played underage with Munster, did Rambles. Plenty of attacking talent about him. Just a
Good starting position here for Old Belvedere, just inside the Wesley 22, Stuart.
yeah. Darling, poised and ready. Again, Wesley compete at the front. And they are causing all sorts of problems. Plenty of menaces at line-outs for Old Wesley there. There's plenty of jumpers, isn't there? Across that back row and second row.
Yeah, to be fair, there's a lot of height and a lot of youth in there as well. They can get off the ground quickly and they can move across the ground quickly, and people often forget about that in both defensive and attacking lineouts. Speed across the ground is almost as important as the speed of the lift. And again, I say youth in there because I'm an old man myself, Stuart, and I'm purely jealous.
And a great line-out jumper as well, Tom. You forgot that bit. I like myself. So, Wesley number 9, Stevens, educated at Victoria University. of Wellington. Other side of the world, Jeffrey. Real hard man to put down. Gleeson just telling everyone to calm down as he meanders over to that rock. Stevens asks for a bit of help from the big man to protect him. It's a great box kick from Ben Stevens. Oh, Wesley looking to counter. Love a bit of this. Alex Malloy doesn't need a second invitation. Sam Burns. Oh, Robles getting a good arm in there. Alex Malloy had a bit of a run in. Was a bit of cover, mind you. And Byrne. Back across the green. Good counter from Cathal Kelly. Still with the away side. Across the pitch there. Just setting up a exit opportunity. Again, Byrne taking plenty of responsibility. Callahan kept his eyes on it all the way. Stevens getting battered right there by Felix Campbell. It's Campbell and his teammates to give away the penalty. Who's that for there, Tom? I didn't quite see it.
Yeah, I think Belvedere were there early. It was a good hit, but then when they fired into Rook, they lost their footing. They were pinged for going over the top. I think it was a great contest at first, but those extra men just came in so quickly, careless, lost their footing. Referee had no choice but to give a penalty.
O'Shea goes to the front. It's back with it. Oh, Wesley number 2 in his right paw. Just needs a bit of help.
Oh, roll away.
Stevens getting in. Hitting her up to number 9. Gleeson waits from a standing start. Stevens back up, back to the day job. Inside ball. Tommy O'Callaghan looking to catch Old Belvedere off guard. And a back and throw here. No one seems to want to keep the ball for that long, Tom.
I think just at the breakaway from that line out, Stuart, Belvedere consider themselves very lucky. When Kieran O'Shea broke up the wing, the Belvedere hooker, whose name escapes me, Colin Dowling, made the tackle, but he made no attempt to roll away. It was like he was on a beach in the Costa del Sol, just lying there. I just could have sworn it was going to be a penalty against him. Belvedere need to watch out for that, because I think if he shows that picture once or twice again to the referee, they will be penalised for it. It's been a fairly lively opening 15 minutes here in Donnybrook, Stuart.
Yeah, 15 minutes or so gone. No points yet, Tom, but they will come. No doubt, but you're right. Kind of action between the two 22s, not quite in there in the sort of scoring zones just yet.
No, but both sides being a last-minute tackle, a last-gasp tackle away from making a big breakout too, you know. Of course, this scrum here just inside the Belvedere 22, so they can opt to go straight for touch if they wish.
Yeah, and their whole backline, Tom, seems to be on the overloaded side, so interesting what they're up to.
Rob Lays is looking for first receiver, I think, here.
He certainly is. Besides, it was number 10, his part. That's a good kick from David Wilkinson.
Yeah, good option.
Very cultured, isn't he, off that boot?
Very good option as well. Rob Lays standing up, swing pass back to your 10, who's got a nice angle then to clear up. Very, very astute, smart play there from Belvedere. Great exit.
Many of these boys at club level coming up through the under-20s at Old Belvedere, and now getting a Nice chance of a last while at the senior side. Number 10. Shea. Another arrow on the money. Wesley trying to get it wide. Straight off. First phase O'Callaghan. Looked a bit nasty on the floor. Bit of a collision there. I think Alex Malloy may well have been involved.
Now, Stuart, it's at a time like this, if I was Ruben Pym, I'd be looking to make my way close to the referee and say, sir, that's a lot of penalties around this area, and just put a little bit of doubt in his mind.
Old Belvedere outside back. Tom on the floor. He looks a little bit uncomfortable, which is never nice to see. Let's hope
Yeah,
it's not
well,
as bad as it first looks.
no, I think it's okay. I think it's just the shoulder area, so he's just getting some work on it there now. May have been a hyperextension on the ground. We'll have a look. But again, just water coming on for both sides. Much needed after this opening 15 minutes.
See Pym in the second row, Captain also can play across the back row. Seems to do what he wants and fills in as best possible, you know, in
Yeah.
every way. Such a good player.
Oh yeah, phenomenal.
That's
You know,
without naming everyone else in his family that can play the game.
massively so. Of course, Sam, unfortunately, out with a long-term shoulder injury at the moment. But yeah, look, Ruben is both effective carrying and in defence. Himself and his cousin Josh, two of the probably best jacklers in the league, I would say, not even the club. Phenomenal. If he just gets there early, again, so athletic, gets himself around the park, gets on that strong lash, and he's just so hard to move off the ball. I think we may have a substitution here happening for Old Belvedere.
Yeah, looks to be Tom.
Yeah, Doc is on, just looking at the shoulder again. Seems to be a shoulder injury here, nothing overly serious.
First fair, but Shane McNulty coming onto the pitch. Lively character as it drops into the back three. So he'll have the guts of an hour to show what he's about. Plenty of pace anyway.
Yeah, and just to remind anybody who's just tuned in, we'll be restarting here with a Wesley penalty just about 2 feet inside of the halfway line.
Jack Keating. Sad to see him go off top. Let's hope he recovers quicker than expected, but he looks in a bit of discomfort.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be seeing him come back, Stuart, unfortunately. Seems like a bit of a knock to the shoulder there. Shame, a talented player, Jack.
O'Shea again to the back. Will Wesley have a penalty? So a free play. Stevens offers Monaghan to try something different. The kick looks pretty good. Randall's. Oh, sure, he was in for a 5-pointer there, Tom. That was really well executed.
Incredibly well executed. Great kick. Bounce just slightly bit quick for Randalls. But again, look, free play, worth a try. You know, you don't gamble, you don't win, Stuart. I think Wesley will consider having a shot at post here, possibly.
Be surprised,
But the line
Tom.
is
I'd
going
say
well.
they'll go, yeah. I'm not going to say it, but well, I will, Tom. Actually, O'Shea seems to be not the Ali Pally. He seems to be hitting his darts today, so.
You had to go there, Stuart, didn't you? You had to go there.
No, have a bit of confidence, Tom.
All right, so we're about 7 out from the line here, Stuart, with this line out.
Still there and still working. So Shea keeps his head up and it's peeling round. Wesley won't be carrying as long as he's going forward. Old Belvedere seem to have stemmed the time for the moment. Stevens. Will Fay battering it up. Cahill Kelly in the red head garden. Gleeson, he's only going one way. Stevens, good crisp passing. Gemfrey. He's been stripped like a thief in the night. Defence is on top, certainly in that case from Old Belvedere. Such a casual steal. It will have been Jaden Beckett. Wilkinson. Knows he needed to get air, but only got the touch. It's a good 30-40 metres from the number 10.
Yeah, you say it was a casual steal there, but Gemfrey's just, that ball went quite high when he was trying to avoid the tackle. He didn't get it down quick enough, and to be fair, it was a great steal by the Belvedere D.
Of course, Gemfrey, coming from the R7 systems, is of course Balnahinch. Must be a good sword, eh, Tom?
Yeah, Balnahinch, very, very close.
If I'm allowed to say that about
No,
Balnahinch.
Balnahinch, very, very close to the M1, but it just takes you about 7 years to get the road across to it. Wonderful place to play rugby, horrendous place to go to. That road just breaks my heart getting into it every year. But a great club, always a great welcome.
Yeah, good club, man, certainly, in Balnahinch. Kindly down. Seems to be loving his rugby in Dublin, Gemfrey.
Yeah, for sure. Second year here with us in the club. A Brexit economic migrant, Stuart.
Thomas O'Callaghan looks to be getting a few boot replacements or a bit of tape around the legs, Tom.
I think it's replacement boots. Great to see wingers putting on black boots, Stuart. White ones going to the sideline. Proper order.
He's happy enough.
He must have worn the slow ones out, probably, Stuart. That was probably the problem.
You're exactly right, Tom. Eagle-eyed. Good work from the captain and Pimp. Cries it forward, not this time. It'll be even better for Old Belvedere. Breakdown battle just starting to heat up.
Yeah, Felix Campbell there in on the latch, getting pats on the back from all around. Great jackal, winning the turnover there.
Old Belvedere with a bit of wind behind them. Bit of purchase from Wilkinson down the tram lines.
Yeah, it's worth mentioning, Stuart, that wind is picking up a touch, isn't it?
Well, he's been at Old Belvedere since mini rugby. Taking the line out and darting. Not his best throw. Wesley on the attack through their 15 and Sam Burns. Gleeson clapping the hands and Monaghan. Good work from the runners. Josh Pym. Monaghan again. Ball just behind. And the errors are creeping up, Tom.
Yeah. 25 minutes into the game, and 21 we didn't stop the clock for that injury there, but about 22 minutes in, no score. It's a tightly contested affair, Stuart. Of course, you're talking about Sam Burns, new to us this year. Burns family, no strangers to Old Wesley. His brother having played hooker here for a number of years, as his dad Graham played here as well back in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah. Brother was very accurate with the lineouts, if I remember, over the last couple of years, Tom.
He was.
And scrum wins, you can hear from the crowd reaction. There's one to the good for Harry Noonan, Kieran O'Shea and Cronin Gleeson. So Wesley do get the momentum in the front eight, and Tom, you called for it earlier, but it will be a shot at goal and a chance to take the early lead in the first points of the match.
He's not one of the great rugby minds out there, Stuart, but I do firmly believe in Dale Winton's adage of points win prizes. And in a game like this, you got to get the points on the board at any chance you get.
Didn't expect that reference, Tom, but that's what you're here for, I suppose. Wizardry, if you called that. Nice short run up.
Kicking into a little bit of a breeze, Stuart, as well, worth mentioning.
Monaghan strikes it well. Just to the right though, so stays at 0-0. I did notice there, Tom, the wind did pick up.
Yeah, I think he just caught it right on those last couple of yards.
They start with the opposite number 10. 22 dropout. Malloy. Ruben Penn. Always trying to get gain line. They want quick ball, it's not helping. Monaghan. Bit static, but then the pace does come on. Burns to Malloy. That's majestic. He only knows one way. Does Alex Malloy, but he's scragged into the 22. Oh, Wesley, Fay. Gleeson looking for speed of transfer with the hands, but he's just caught. I thought initially it was standing start, Tom, but really they worked the open side very well.
Unbelievable, coming back inside, Malloy taking that gap, and just the balance to stay on his feet with that half tackle. That would generally take anybody out, but again, he just keeps going on his feet.
And the former Lansdowne man, as we've talked on, Sam Burns, always looks to get the hands through the tackle and get it back inside.
Yeah, he's, you know, look, to be fair, everybody in this backline is trying to keep the ball alive. It is the MO of them. But you got it, when you've got strike runners like Malloy and Nathan Randall's around you. KBA.
So straight in front. Never in doubt that time. Low and drilled and very good. Oh, Wesley do put a wee small cushion to their name ahead of Old Belvedere. 3-0 here at Energy Park. Tom, 25 minutes in, what do you make of it?
Yeah, to be fair, Wesley are worth those 3 points. They have spent most of the last 10 minutes in that Belvedere half. Now, this is where Wesley have given up a few tries this year, is on that kickoff. So they have to be sharp here.
Another great collision there.
Oh my word.
Shane McNulty.
That was a very late whistle there by our referee, Henry Richmond.
Yeah, it looked to be on Moit here.
Yeah.
Interesting what happened here. It's just a penalty or a wee bit more.
No, that was in the air, Stuart. There'll have to be a card of some sorts coming here, I would imagine.
No Wesley hats on, but I think it's correct, Tom. Don't worry.
To be fair, Stuart, any time somebody is taken out in the air, it's a matter of what colour card. It's been a clean game. I can see it being a yellow.
Tom, I can see it in your face, I think.
Yeah.
McNulty, in your eyes, has got away with one?
I think so. Look, you have to give due care to the man in the air. That sends a bad signal, in my opinion. I believe it should have been a card.
Bit of confusion there, but the ball had crossed the line a lot earlier, so there will be a line out. As much as McNulty tried his best to keep ball alive.
Yeah, and look, it was a valiant effort.
Harry Noonan just giving a few wise words to Kieran O'Shea. Good work. At the back. Pim to pim. Good offload as well. O'Shea, pretty dynamic. Not Stevens' greatest ball. It's still there because it's gone backward. Looks left, but then says to Cathal Kelly, you're acting as first runner. A wee bit of confusion, maybe cost Old Wesley there. Another penalty. Old Belvedere, see what you want, they've hung in there. And they have won a couple of big turnovers.
Yeah, and Stuart, look, I know we've talked about O'Shea's arrows, but he's been very dynamic with ball in hand. He's beating the first tackler most times. I think if I was Wesley, I'd be looking to get him more on the ball in those loose around line-out time.
Old Belvedere, 5 wins out of the 8 games, 27 points, sitting in second. I know what, Old Wesley are winning the line-out battle. It's not their own ball, they're starting to cause a bit of a nuisance for Callum Dowling. Good work from Harry Noonan. Punching of the thighs. Jeffrey certainly used to a bit of sevens and may have to back to the drawing board there, and didn't he do well? Fergus Jeffrey. Another pen, this time it's Josh. Back rows working in tandem. Cathal Kelly. Monaghan looking to steady the ship. Malloy, plenty of numbers and plenty of hands. Good collision. Again, Burns always seems to get it away, and O'Callaghan, the recipient. Gleeson just had to take the man with him. Former Navan man Stevens just looking to get it quickly. What's his snipe? He thought about it. Now Henry Richmond just wants a word.
That penalty
Peter
count.
O'Byrne.
Sorry, Stuart, that penalty count is starting to tick up for Old Belvedere now.
Peter O'Byrne just giving a few instructions to his team. As he would be worried at 9, the discipline needs to improve. His dad, Tony, played senior rugby for Old Belvedere for over 10 seasons and served as club captain back in the day. Also as club president, part of the RFU committee, so a real lover of the game of rugby football. Doing a great job at Old Belvedere. So we start again with a penalty. Monaghan, 1 from 2. Looking to double the tally on the scoreboard. How about that? Absolutely piped through the middle of the uprights.
Yeah,
Wesley just building and building. 6-0.
some astute play there by Wesley. Again, when you've got a kicker like Monaghan who's kicking at such a high percentage, you have to keep that ticking over. And again, we talked about it, they're playing into a wind. It's a bit of a psychological boost as we come into half time. About 9 minutes left in the stadium clock here. We're a little bit fast on screen.
Burns composed. Cries have used it, but looks to do the safe option. Gleeson. Body's just flying off him. As you said, who else? Kieran O'Shea. To be fair, 2 and 6. Cathal Kelly never stops, but a keen injury just stopping play. And unfortunately for Old Belvedere, another one of their players, and not a nice sight.
I'm afraid it's a Wesley player this time, Stuart. Yeah, just down, getting some treatment. It looks to be the hooker, O'Shea, who's down, just getting some treatment, holding that knee.
Sorry, you're right, Tom. Yeah, far side of the pitch.
We'll step away. We'll step away for a moment, Stuart, and just have a word from our sponsors because he's just getting some treatment there now.
Every interaction, every innovation, every connection. little thing we do at PTSB is built upon a better understanding of you. And it all comes together to create a banking experience that's altogether more human. PTSB, altogether more human.
Again, thanks to PTSB, our official streaming and highlights partner here in Old Wesley. PTSB, altogether more human. Stuart, we can see here Kieran O'Shea has been helped off the pitch, just an innocuous tackle. But again, he's leaving with the support of others. Always a positive sign when a player can help himself off like that as well.
Yeah, you're right. Looks pretty disgruntled. Looks sore down there, Tom.
Yeah, and look, he's been having a heck of a game as well, Stuart. You know, he's been getting himself around. To your point, his arrows have been excellent. Yeah, Wesley just needs to readjust here now. And of course, coming on will be Howard Noonan. Howard, of course, a former Irish under-20s player, brother of Harry.
Yeah, joins his brother in there, but let's hope O'Shea is all right. It's back at some stage this season. As we restart, Malloy O'Callaghan doesn't need a second bite to go on the outside. McNulty gets back in though. Pin forward the pass. Wesley getting it quickly. Moit here. No rolling away. You can see the frustration from Old Belvedere. Adam Hard. Was initially the first man, but it's not going to be him sent to the pin. Henry Richmond with the yellow card.
Yeah, some jeers there from the crowd, Stuart. You know, you don't want to see it, but again, I think sense of frustration from some of the Wesley fans. That card's been a little while coming, I fear.
Old Belvedere second row. Man, you have 10 minutes off. Actually, a newcomer into the side earlier on, Darling.
Yeah, about 7 minutes left here in the stadium clock, so we'll see him back early in the second half, Stuart.
So Wesley, can they capitalise with the extra man? Hard Noonan. Can they keep the flow like his teammate and Kieran O'Shea did? Easy as you like. Good first arrow on Hard Noonan. Well fed at the top. Puppet master in that maul. Stevens pushing forward, breaking clear. Is the front row forward. Lines are running. They leave the ball behind them. It's very narrow. May have been a better option out the back.
Yeah, an incredibly brave line there by Alex Malloy coming in, and it was a heavy shot, but fair, but a very brave line by Malloy.
Punching above his weight, no. I know you give me grief for talking about how good he is, but actually in
look,
hard lines, you know what I mean? Never mind the outside and whatever, he can burn people, but
he does not shy away from contact. He has the feet, but he also doesn't mind mixing it up. And again, it was a great option, it was a good line. Wesley trying a bit of an arm wrestle there when they're the upper hand in the pack by a man. That's okay, I think, you know, knock on. Belvo still have to clear their lines. They're down a man in the pack here.
It's funny. First match back in a while, Tom, I said attacking rugby will be tries. No, all I would say, I think you maybe agree with me, but maybe you're going to chuck me under the bus here. Do you think there'll be tries today?
Yeah, I did, to be fair. Look, both sides who want to run the ball, but I suppose they're also both sides when you look at the points against in the league. You know, they're both quite low, like both under 200. Both defences, we probably didn't do enough research, Stuart.
Yeah. Sure. Always next time, Tom, ain't it? Sharpen the pencil.
Rob Lay's standing to the right of the scrum here, Stuart. He's been the favourite first receiver off scrums in the 22 so far.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much though of the likes of Joe White, Keating, Beckett, a wee bit more of Robles. With the par from Old Wesley though. According to Henry Richmond though, it was illegal. And he's saying pouring in, is that correct at the side?
Yeah, look, to be fair, generally you see that when you're the dominant pack with a man up and you get that much, you've got to be very, very careful not to give away the penalty.
Centre Park.
That kick mightn't travel.
Wilkinson does.
Oh, we have to be very careful. There'll be words here with the Belvedere sideline, Stuart. Player was trying to play the ball and one of the high-vis vests tried to interfere with him. This isn't Thomond Park. This isn't Munster.
I'll let you describe that, Tom. I'll stick to the game. To the front, Darling, off the top. O'Byrne. Real good work. May well be Jaden Beckett giving all he's got.
This, Stuart, is where Old Belvedere can be very dangerous on the counter after being under the kibosh for a couple of moments.
Yeah, Wilkinson decides where he wants it. Robles is missed out. It's McNulty wants to get the extra yards from the ground. Felix Campbell in tight. Byrne just slower and darting. Says to Keil Thatcher. Get us some yards, but it wasn't that time. Oh, Wesley flying up in defence. Doing a fine job at the moment, Wilkinson. McNulty skips up everywhere. Wesley still happy to play that shooter. Wilkinson. Here's Robles. Hard man to be put down, but what I know to him. And Wesley smashing. Ruben Penn got the number 12 in his back pocket. That's a fine kick from Old Belvedere. I'm pretty sure it's a 50-22.
Yeah, I think so, Stuart.
Was it Peter O'Byrne, was it?
Yeah, look, Wesley almost felt good about that defensive set when the kick came in, but a wonderfully executed 50-22. You have to give credit to the Old Belvedere cleaners there. Wesley had a couple of chances where I thought they were going to jackal, but the cleaners got in and got ball back again for them. Just a bit of treatment to our captain, Ruben Pym here. He looks to be okay, just a bit of the magic sponge going on.
The tackle he put on Robles, he's a brace of himself.
Yeah, look, again, Robles got behind the first line of D there. You've got about a yard or two to put him down, otherwise it's good night, he's gone. A player so hard to stop once he gets to the next level, Stuart.
So, haven't been in the Old Wesley 22 in a while of Old Belvedere. Maybe now is their time. Darling with the head down as O'Byrne trundles in beside the number 2. Will be the scrum half who feeds the ball to Beckett. Encroaching closer to the Old Wesley line. Wilkinson just standing behind the scrum half. Might not be him. Swinging it back. This open side. O'Byrne. Robles. 3 men. He's evading. Or is he still standing firm? Doyling. Up the jumper. the short side. Robles. McNulty backpedaling at the moment though. Byrne not his greatest moment. The bounce skips up off the turf. And his team and captain still have it. Much better from the 9. Beckett on the trundle. Roberts needs to help him out.
Wesley not overcommitting to tackle here either, Stuart.
No, they're really well set, Tom, and they're going low when they need to, and then trying to force it. One too many, and you feel just before half time.
And of course, who made the killer tackle? Captain Pym. We talked about it earlier on. Wonderful indeed. But again, that's a huge D set from Wesley. They'll take massive just lift from that, Stuart.
You're right, because we will some year, Tom, because you're so good with phases coming up on the screen, but there were certainly over 10 there.
Easily.
I know Wesley seemed to just push them back.
Easily. Now, and the reason why we don't have phases, Stuart, is there's me and you here, right? You're not in Virgin Media now with a whole team around you. Of course, we're always looking for volunteers to come and help. You're more than welcome. Just drop me a line.
The phase king, Tom.
But again, we've seen it in times gone by. Wesley would go and overcommit, look for the turnover and the tackle. They didn't. They just went one-on-one, maybe go for jackal, if not bounce out. Incredibly disciplined defence, Stuart. We're probably in the last phases here of this first half. Couple of injuries. Stadium clock's at 40. We're 48 on the screen. I reckon this might be just get it off the park and we'll have a half time here.
Swirling wind continues to cause havoc.
It is starting to pick up a little too, Stuart.
They do have a 3-on-2 if they decide to use it at the moment. Monaghan and Malloy. Maybe Burns comes to the line late. Callahan just took a pause as the ball picked up into his paws. And he has taken in the touch from Jaden Beckett and his teammates. As Henry Richmond says, we'll go to the sheds, and what really has been 40 minutes for the purists. Really the points just coming from O'Mullen's right boot. 6-0 and still very much anyone's to win here, Tom.
Yeah, but Stuart, they've been a very, very hard-earned 6 points as well. You know, Wesley, to be fair, have probably had more possession in the Old Belvedere 22 by a shade of 4 or 5 minutes in that half. But then when Old Belvedere do get into the Wesley half, you can see it. They're attacking the ball with so much venom and pace. Wesley really have to be so disciplined in D. And that's what kept that defensive set alive. It wasn't skill, it was discipline. But that's now going to be up for 40 minutes. It's going to be very interesting how Monaghan uses this wind in the second half. It's starting to pick up here. Back of my neck's getting a little bit cold from the back of the stand. As the sun goes down, we'll see how it'll pick up. And of course, we have Old Belvedere under 10s girls versus Old Wesley under 10s girls here at halftime today. We're going to take a quick break, wet our whistle, and we'll leave you with some of the minis action here from the pitch. Stuart, we'll just come back live here for a second. We have some results coming in from half time. Blackrock 14, Buccaneers 12. That's a very, very close one. Highfielders 7-0 up against Nace up in Nace. And of course, seems to be the half-time of the round. Queen's University of Belfast 12, Old Mary's 5. Thoughts on that, Stuart?
Say the senior will be a happy man, but no, in this game, 40 minutes to go. If you're saying the same score with as in 40 minutes time or 50 minutes time as in regards to the result, I'd be very surprised, but who knows?
Yeah, look, and as the half-time scores come in, we'll keep you up to date. Again, you put on the kettle, get a cup of tea. We're just going to leave you with some of our minis here for the next few minutes. Great effort out there by the girls. Great work there by the girls, and of course massive credit to Chris Steele, who's getting it all up and running. You know, great to see young girls out playing rugby and getting the spotlight here, and of course all the first team players clapping them off. Wonderful to see. We have another half-time result in, Stuart. Gary Owen 23, UCC 23. Munster Derby game.
67th, nothing yet. Yep. Celebrating the top. So we Yes, it will be Old Wesley to play. With, as far as I know, Tom, a pretty good wind behind them.
Yeah, it's definitely starting to pick up here and it's blowing into the Old Wesley end. But as you said too, it is always a swirling wind on this pitch. It doesn't come straight down.
So a shrewd blast off the whistle from Henry Richmond. Here's Owen Monaghan. Puts the ball into the Dublin sky. Darling well rocked in the tackle. Just getting the ball back and deciding he'll be the scrum off to set the tempo. Under a bit of pressure, I would have said, from Cathal Kelly. Good competition. McNulty puts himself about.
It's
Does the substitute.
Sorry, Stuart. It's worth noting as well that Belvedere is still down to 14 for the opening 3 minutes of this half, with a man in the bin.
Correct, yeah, losing that second row, so he'll be back. Of course, so vital either way. Who wins this game with the break for a couple of weeks? The winner can eat their dinner at Christmas time slightly happier, Tom.
Yeah, this one will last long in the memory. You've got a couple of weeks for it to sit with you. Does his job. Gemfrey putting in the head on Beckett. Good counter from Old Wesley. And he now pinched that. Pim to Kelly. Good turnover. Monaghan just with a cut-out ball. Here's Fergus Gemfrey. Good slide of feet. Was there a hand in there? Or was it just an error? So Ben Stevens just taking his eye off it. That breakdown is hotly contested by both sides, Stuart.
Yeah, early second half, a few cagey errors.
And of course,
really, Tom, only a one-score game as well.
Yeah, and Old Belvedere now are back up to 15 with the return of their second row from the bin.
Yep. Darling is back on.
You spoke about it in the first half, Stuart, but Gemfrey, that seventh backer, he's got amazing poise on the ball. He doesn't seem rushed or frustrated when he's got a rush defence in front of him. He's just looking for space, looking to get that offload. It's a wonderful skill to have.
Yeah, you say that even when the ball's dropped, he's probably used to that so much. Playing probably in a bit warmer countries, but going backwards at times, and that doesn't seem to faze him. Good scrum from the visitors. Ball on the plate, Wilkinson to back it out in front, Robles on the corner, McNulty, like a goalkeeper there and grabs it. Byrne. Thatcher. Wilkinson again. Good short lines. Ball's anyone's at the moment. It's the white and red jersey. Stevens. Monaghan. Is that the right option? I think it definitely is. Bouncing balls everywhere. Takes a wee bit unlucky. It didn't go for a straight out, but it still will be a line for Old Wesley, and that's really good scanning from the number 10.
Yeah, wonderful. And again, just the bounce is quite unfortunate, but great follow-up play by the Wesley winger of, I think it was Malloy and Gemfrey himself, just putting pressure on and getting the man bundled the touch to get the scrum. Look, I'm not saying that they wouldn't, but it's redundant to say it, but it is worthwhile saying Belvo have come out of the blocks flying in the second half here, Stuart.
Yeah, and the scrum looks to have teased a wee bit of momentum there, Tom.
Yeah. Half-time adjustments.
Noonan, well worked. With a dummy play. Back too hard, Noonan. Then Fay gets in beside him, as does Gleeson. Goliath. Gemfrey inside. It's like Thomas O'Callaghan. Work again from Cahill Kelly. Never seems to stop. Monaghan. Burns seems to have veered the tackler out of nowhere. 15 metres out. Stevens on the front foot. Monaghan. Malloy getting precious yards. Pym. That's the arm into the defender. Legally so. O'Callaghan acting, trying open the door in the Old Belvedere defence. Gleeson once more. Monaghan, others options are pretty good. Burns to Gemfrey. Right, left, it doesn't matter. They're still going and keeping the ball. And as soon as I says that, hard moving, ricochets, and Old Belvedere are looking to pounce bodies everywhere. Look to be Owen Mullen take a tumble, legally so.
Yeah, I think, what do they call it, rubbing in F1, Stuart? There's a little bit from both sides there. Oh, and my word, Monaghan's called for the kick. He's challenging, he's inner Kieran Frawley here.
Yeah, I'd say he looked despondent, but then when he saw the referee give the penalty, he said, you know what, you don't push me, I'll have a go at it.
Yeah.
I'll have a go at a 50 metre.
But again, just that last pass bouncing off Howard Noonan and going forward wasn't Howard's fault, don't get me wrong, but again, it's just Wesley just got to keep it. Huge kick to come here, Stuart.
Yeah, brimming with confidence is Owen Monaghan. 2 from 3. All 3 of them I felt he struck pretty well so far. A long way out, but wouldn't be surprised if he has the distance. It's travelling. High about that Tom. Took responsibility. Did the old Wesley fly half on Monaghan.
Just your casual 3 points there from the halfway line, Stuart. As you said, he saw it, he was confident, he stepped up and he took it.
Shoulders as big as ever in South Dublin. Monaghan, fine striker of the ball. We certainly saw that there. As the gap moves to 3 penalties. Here he is again, getting in them the tight. Seems to think he can do everything, and rightly so. He's not winning penalties.
And we have a substitution here. Barry Dooley's come on for Old Belvedere in replace of, I believe, Hugh Flood.
There's a few numbers with a few shirts with no numbers.
Yeah.
We'll go for that.
If it wasn't Hugh, it was definitely Adam Howard.
Yeah.
I apologise if I've given the wrong name.
You can say Hugh, I'll go Adam, so we've won. Anyway, Barry Dooley is on. Placement front row.
Just a slight correction to that, Gary Owen, it's actually UCC 23, Gary Owen 20 half-time score. Apologies, I got misinformation.
Don't blame anyone else, Tom, come on. Lord Noonan. Wait here. Noonan. Cuts against the green. Stevens. Good work. Ruben Pym. Good eye on the man. He is chopped finally at the ankles. Here's his brother in Josh Pym. Fay decides to give it to Monaghan. Malloy is chopped. Good defence. Couple of good tackles. Hugh Redden putting himself about. Gleeson, bit of a high shot. Referee's happy with that. Monaghan, there's no runners. Really gives the ball to the ground. Callum Dowling says thank you very much. Nobles out in front. Mr. Malloy that
I believe that was Thomas O'Callaghan.
Thomas O'Callaghan, I should say, on the far side.
Yeah, things getting a little bit loose there, Stuart.
You just see from O'Callaghan's reaction, as soon as he did it, he just puts his hand up. Not like him. He's had a pretty good game so far.
Look, it was a tight enough angle. He was maybe 6 or 7 in from the line. He was trying to go for distance. And again, that wind is pushing into that corner. So it's time for Old Wesley here to make amends for their mistakes.
Thatcher takes that from Dowling. We saw Old Belvedere destroyed Queens at the Mall time. It's a different kettle of fish today, and just not clicking. Beckett scrambled the ground. Of course, went to the University of Otago and Lincoln University, as well as going to school at Christ College in Canterbury. None other than Damien McKenzie's former alumni, so from pretty good stock. He's Jayden Beckett. It's his forwards that are at their task. O'Byrne. Wilkinson under pressure. Good strength. Beckett as I baked him up. What about the pour? Tackles flying off him. Out of nowhere, Old Belvedere hit back. The strength and the power. Ruthless. 9-5.
He's so hard when he gets to that next level, Stuart. He missed the first tackler. He got 5 yards in behind, and then 3 men couldn't get him down. He was just all knees and kicks getting over the line. Just couldn't be brought down. Yeah, and again, that he's caused us trouble over the last number of years. I can see some Wesley subs starting to get warmed up here. Ian Cassidy and Keith Kavanagh getting ready to be introduced.
So Wilkinson, his first conversion of the match. Very slick from the number 10.
And just like that, Stuart, we got ourselves a ball game.
Certainly do. 9-7. A couple of changes here, Tom, for Wesley. Looks to be Ian Cassidy. Maybe Keith Kavanagh as well, so both half-backs, Tom.
Yeah, so I can see Ben Stevens coming off. I don't see who else came off. Oh, I do, yeah. Oh, Monaghan coming off.
So 9 and 10 go. So very much nip and tuck. Half an hour or so left on the clock. Safest houses from Wilkinson. I must say, Tom, good crowd here today.
Great crowd, busy lunch, local derby. Look, we all know we've all got a million and one things that we need to be at or doing the Saturday before Christmas, but everybody's out here today. It's great to see. It's a great advertisement for the AIL. Interesting as well now, taking off Monaghan. Again, in attack, you definitely don't lose that into a Cassidy, and I don't mean any disrespect to Cassidy, but Monaghan would be a higher accuracy kicker with longer distance than him.
Scrappy. Old Belvedere just winning the 50-50s. It's amazing how in a couple of minutes it just swifts in the opposition favour.
Yeah, Stuart, it's momentum is starting to swing a little bit back into Old Belvedere's favour here. Wesley just need to regroup, and you can see when the game broke down and got a little bit looser, it definitely suited Old Belvedere. They didn't mind that. Wesley are very much more of a structured, pattern-based team here today.
behind it. Rattle O'Byrne. O'Byrne's been around for too long to be messing about there. Pass wasn't great.
Of course,
Poor from Old Belvedere. They'll be gutted there.
Kavanagh, the former Shannon man, moved to Dublin for work. A guy who's got a lot of experience there as well.
Yeah, of course, him and Cassidy have played a lot of rugby together.
We've a bit of cobbling going on here, Stuart. I can see one of the front row coming over. His boot is split, so physio needs to tape it up. So we'll take a break for a moment. We had a table of past senior players as well at the lunch today, Stuart, and I can see there's a couple of subs warming up, and said table are giving them advice from the terrace, points in hand. All in good humour.
Very wise and constructive words, Tommy.
Of course. With many points comes great clarity, Stuart.
The admin issues there, but the boots are fixed. Dooley just getting himself sorted. Kavanagh just pats his number 8. He may have to do a bit of digging himself, Keith Kavanagh. It's a ball to ground. Callahan acting as a replacement at scrum half. Fay with his greatest delivery. Cassidy scrambles and gets his 2 mitts on it. Good work from Harry Noonan. Kelly just getting pushed on there. Cassidy looks for a 50-22. How about that?
I don't think it was a 50-22, Stuart.
Did he come back into his halfway time?
He did, but I believe we may have had... I think the touch judge thought the same as yourself. No, Ian was a yard or two inside the halfway line. But again, great kick. Put him under pressure. The line is functioning well.
Touchdown was getting a bit of heat there, wasn't he?
He was.
Anyway, as you say, good change of the angles. And good
Again, that's
work
what...
from Cassidy. That's what he can deliver. Donald takes it well. Robles acting as a protector. Wilkinson hammers that. But good work from Randalls. Haven't seen too much of him. He's brought down by Hugh Redden. Defensively, he's been very solid. Has Redden. Cassidy, there's options like Randalls. Doesn't want to get stuck there. Does ever so well initially, but I think more mitts from Old Belvedere. They've just pinched it. Do they have numbers? Will not be through Thatcher. He'll do the industrious work. Cries of left, right. McDonald again. Work from Rhonda Bosch. Robles puts the ball wide. A little bit helter-skelter. Shane McNulty, he's pretty quick, but then the forward pass came and Mr. Richmond says we'll all take a break.
Yeah, I think Randall's just outrunning his support there, trying to get up pitch. Again, Stuart, we mentioned a couple of moments ago, I think the more this game breaks down, the more it's going to suit Old Belvedere. Calls from the Wesley sideline have finished the scrum. They are getting a dominant nudge on, but they've got to be so careful not to give away that penalty either. Okay, Kavanagh gets set for the reset here. Ball's going to be played in.
Kavanagh went to school in Rosscray Christian College. And as you say, former Shannon and Navan. Played plenty of AIL for plenty of clubs, Tom.
I believe we call that experience, Stuart.
So I've never done it myself.
It's interesting here, Stuart. All of the Belvedere defenders are on one half of the pitch. They've given Wesley the complete stand sideline.
Yeah, very stacked our old Wesley. Ball needs to come pretty quick. Fay decides against using his 9. But uses his big, powerful right fend. Bowling ball in Kelly. Kavanagh thought about pulling himself. Gain the speed on the carrier, but forgets the ball. And Wesley need to turn pretty quickly. Really, the ball wins. I'd say Sam Burns will be quite relieved there, Tom.
Yeah, for a moment I thought he was going to see with the ball run dead, but you can't take a chance in games when they're this tight. We'll restart here with a goal line dropout for Wesley. Cassidy will look to get his... Oh, we're going to have a pause here for a bit of running repairs to one of the Belvedere pack. Just getting a bit of strapping on the ankle. Again, folks, while we're having the break in play, do hit that little thumbs up like and the bell to follow us. It does do a massive help for us bringing the games to you for free every week when we're at home, and the occasional away trip when we're invited to stream. You'll be notified on Mondays when the highlights are out as well. Okay, we're set to go here again, Stuart. Goal line dropout for Old Wesley.
Into the final quarter on a knife edge. Cassidy thumps it deep. McNulty just takes it down. Hugh Flood comes from the pitch we see there. He's done his work for an hour. Paddy Darling, who it says on the pitch, what he changes. Burn to his front row replacements. Wilkinson. McDonald coming more and more into this half and game. Wilkinson trying to be the puppet. It's Callum Dowling. Just about brought down.
Wesley not committing to the rucks here, Stuart, making the tackle, bouncing out to pillar.
Burn passes right. Perfectly executed once more. Wilkinson, Robles. To the high shot. The crowd don't like it, but it is correct.
Interesting call to come here, Stuart.
For the first time in the match, if they wanted, Belvedere could have a shot at goal and try and go in the front.
Yeah. Straight away, Peter O'Byrne was in there advising, playing a captain's role, just telling Wilkinson, look, have a shot. Wind has died down a little as well. I'm just looking at some of the flags around the ground.
Kicked plenty of points in this time. Clon goes very clean. Did David Wilkinson. Always does seem to look pretty relaxed home, doesn't he?
Yeah. Confident kicker, Stuart.
63 minutes on the clock. The visitors trying to get a smash and grab here. 10 points to 9. Still all to play for.
Yeah, and Stuart, it's fair to say, not the easiest kick for a left-footed kicker either.
Big appreciation for the number 8 and Will McDonald. It's plenty of pats and back. The Old Belvedere number 8. For his display and a good clearance.
Yeah, Tommy thought about going quickly there, but opted against it in the end. Probably a wiser move. The Wesley line-out is functioning reasonably well today.
White here just drops that down. Jam free. Josh Penn. Both 6s and 7. Know what they're all about. More about the line. Malloy gets the ball away. Wesley looking to showcase their talent. Cries of turnover, but not quite yet. Cassidy. Robles gets his hand in the way. And is he a penalty? And it could well be a yellow for Robles.
Yeah, probably a correct decision. Tough, he was going for it, but there was some more numbers outside for Old Wesley.
Cahill Kelly. How good's he been?
Incredibly good, well earned rest now. Josh O'Hare is on for him. You're definitely not losing anything with Josh coming on.
So, what are we saying? Maybe 60 seconds or 120 seconds. Old Belvedere kick 3 points now. It's a turn of Ian Cassidy. Cancel out David Wilkinson's 3 points. Just slides by. Opportunity missed.
Yeah, unlucky there for Ian. He's got those kicks many a time before.
See the clap on the wrist. He's not happy. He could well get another chance to be the hero though.
For sure, time to dust yourself off, get the ball again and go.
Burns goes infield. Kavanagh, Gleeson, Malloy. But Ramos can't take it. You can hear from the crowd to my left. The decision goes the Old Belvedere way for that knock on. Cries of take the scrum. Not going for the line out, Tom.
Yeah. You can see Wesley now trying to get after this scrum here too. It's fair to say it's a nice little element of spice in the crowd, Stuart.
Yeah, especially when it's so tight, Tom.
Great to see. We'll get in nice and close in this scrum, Stuart, and see what's going on.
The dark arts, Tom. Didn't take too long to think about that one. Straight in the way of Old Belvedere. Wilkinson just probing the touchline. Pretty difficult to get any purchase, mind you.
Now, I wouldn't mind this if I was Old Wesley, because they had the opportunity for line in a moment or so ago and they said no. So I'd be saying to the lads, right lads, let's get up and let's get after this. Belvedere shortening up the line here.
Good work from Darling. Good line outs, to be fair. I've been pretty good all day. Maybe a bit of a shaky spell in the first half for Old Belvedere, but they've certainly regained it. Wilkinson standing very close to the scrum half. Wesley trying to turn that over. Not just yet. As the hand comes up on the outside runner. Keep it tight. Wilkinson. Darling. Acting it inside centre. The loose hooker. Keep ball at the moment. Or is he flying up? George Pym. Menace. Wider.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure, was it a kick through that deflected off a Wesley player or not, but it seems to be a Wesley line out here.
Yeah, James Doyle was on the wing acting. The back row forward.
Yeah, good in a Scorty man, James Doyle came up through Scorty.
Yeah, also play at Lansdowne, making a big impression as new club Old Belvedere. Just chucks that down like no one's business. Kavanagh. Cassidy. Sam Burns is Marshall through the touchline. Sam Kenny makes his way onto the paddock. Replacement prop. Tom, 10 minutes to go. What are your thoughts?
I think it's anybody's game, Stuart. Wesley have looked to almost break through twice in the last number of minutes, but Belvo are looking dangerous when they've got ball in hand here. I think Belvo will look to play when they have a very, very high tempo, play a little bit loose, and not let Wesley get into a pattern. It's been a ding-dong battle so far.
Good 70 minutes from now. Certainly puts in a shift, doesn't he? Comes off there, tired boy.
He does.
Game to the front. Hard to see, but it could have been Thatcher. Oh, they're just sneaking behind the blind. Dooley, as his teammates just beside him. Burn. There's a switch. Referee saying that's going back. Not so sure myself. Doesn't matter what I think though, as the extra body joins in. Darling evades and then gets the ground. Cassidy competing. O'Byrne says I've had enough and looked for a probing kick, but probably wasn't his best if he was honest. And that is a good return. Plenty of purchase.
Wonderful nudge there by Tommy O'Callaghan.
Showing his right-footed skills. Pace of play, rightly so, Tom. Just a wee bit slower.
Yeah, you couldn't keep up that level that they're at. But again, I know I spoke about earlier, it's just the ability to seal ball and protect it at the breakdown. Belvedere, it's incredibly, incredibly good. Wesley's just not competing. They can't.
O'Byrne told to use it. Wilkinson hasn't seen too much of that. Nice trick play there. Spotted a wee bit of space.
Not a bad option.
No, not at all. Just didn't Didn't really work for him. In the end, Joe White fully sniffed an opportunity.
Probably 3 or 4 left on that Belvedere yellow card as well, Stuart, I'd say, even less.
Yeah, you're right. Still 15 against 14, as you rightly mentioned, Tom.
Again, the whole back corner stance right is open for Wesley for a kick here if they opt it.
Still have a couple extra men though.
Yeah.
They use the ball effectively. And you wouldn't put a surprise Tommy O'Callaghan racing round as well to try and evade a few tacklers if he's given the ball.
Yeah. Quick and strong is Tommy when he's got a bit of pace up ahead of him, using those former 7 skills himself. But right now he's a sniper inside of Cassidy.
So 8th against 2nd. 1B. Just a point between the two sides. Cassidy. Plenty of space. Malloy. Will he go for the switch? Randles. Gets it and collects it. Cassidy again. To O'Hare. Referee saying that's flat. Kavanagh. Off the bootlaces. And a mix up from Cassidy. And Gleeson, or Sam Kenny I should say, and Wilkinson. Effortlessly cuts back inside. Lumbers and labours to the ground.
They'll come back for the scrum, Stuart.
Yeah, it's just getting away for old Wesley at the moment.
Yeah, and that advantage
just hasn't quite worked for them, Tom.
Yeah, and Rob Lee's now back in the park. That advantage is gone. I don't know, Stuart. Possibly a kick in behind I was talking about there. Just try something a little bit different. I admire how Wesley are trying to play the game here, but I don't know, sometimes you need to be a little bit more tactical.
Good scrum from old Wesley. And here cries from yes, yes, yes. Kavanagh looking for the ball and then he's told to get out of there. Wilkinson poised. First receiver. As usual. It's a bit of snow on it. What a take that is from Burns. He finds grass as well, but Wilkinson is a good man for covering all the blades as well.
Malloy.
Doesn't want to get isolated there, Tom.
Support is there.
The extra yard was good. Gleeson bundling over. Sam Kenny. What one front row can do, so can the other. Cassidy. It looked a bit high. Maybe it's a big tackle and a good one.
Wesley need to transition to the defence here. Oh, they have it.
It's back to Malloy. Door firmly shut on him. Lloyd here. Big effort from him. Jeffrey. Here's Penn. Collisions are fierce. As Fergus Gentry glides back in. Cassidy once more. Hard Noonan just got a bit flat in his number 10. Here's Malloy. Outside, inside. Wesley creep over halfway. Cassidy's so on that gain line. Keith Kavanagh told to swing it back the way. Good break from Alex Malloy. Hasn't had it all his own way today. Give him a chance, he'll hurt you. He's not going to get it. Will Fane chucks the ball into the turf here in disgust. Another unforced error.
Yeah,
Another scrum.
we're inside the last 3 minutes, Stuart, here. Calls of keep it by the Wesley bench. So, you know, Belvedere won't run this. They'll just keep kicking it back at Wesley and make them run back the length of the pitch. They're that point up. Wesley just need to try and hold on to the ball, even try and bleed out a penalty and see.
So Fitzpatrick is on for Old Belvedere.
And Shane Cawley coming on here for Old Wesley. Will Fay. Another phenomenal effort by Fay coming off.
Yeah, you can say that again.
2 minutes left in the clock, Stuart. Belvedere scrum. Wesley needs something magical now to pull this out.
Yeah, again, just getting out of their hands at the moment, Tom. Right, being here, not as much as you. Things can very much happen still.
Yep, as long as the referee's still in the middle, there's still a chance, Stuart. Can't give away a penalty here though at scrum time. Almost concede the scrum just to put the challenge on the tee. But I would imagine Wilkinson would kick long.
First put in for the new man. Kavanagh not giving him any breathing space. Wilkinson thought about working at dummy half, but does Pack have other ideas? Here is the standoff, straight down the throat between O'Callaghan and Burns. Now or never for Old Wesley. And there you go, there is a penalty. Is that Tommy O'Callaghan caught eye?
Yeah, it's a penalty, but it's a deep penalty. Cassidy just needs to find touch and then regroup and go again.
Bit of wind, but tell you what, there's plenty of venom.
Not a bad nudge by Cassidy from where he was, Stuart.
That's very good. And Tom, by my watch, we're in the last minute or so. Fair enough.
Yeah, I think so, Stuart. I'd say we're probably, once this ball is in play, that'll be it, Stuart, I think.
Pivotal before Christmas, this fixture. Noonan and Kenny talk tactics. Ball goes astray. Not now Evie, the last chance for Wesley. And the way they're set up.
Wilkinson looking to get it off the park here.
Could be a nail in the coffin. Old Belvedere get it done. The celebrations from David Wilkinson. It was his 3 points to turn this game around and win. The energy apart. Old Wesley, they'll be gutted. Just slipped out of their grasp. Old Belvedere get it done. 10 points to 9.
Mabel! That's across the road. Yeah, sorry about that, Stuart. Just having to deal with a bit of logistics here with that ball that's across the road in the garage. Let the lads know they're not cheap. Look, full value for the win, Old Belvedere. You can't deny it. They had one chance at a try today and they took it. Wonderfully well taken try, incredibly close. Wesley will come out of this with a losing bonus point. An incredibly physical affair.
Would that sort of sum up Old Wesley's opening 9 games out today, Tom? Or do you think they were much better?
I think that's unfair because, to be fair, started well, bit of a rocky patch, and have fought incredibly hard to get back into a good position here. Look, Old Belvedere are second in the league. You know, let's give them their props, give them their credit. We went toe to toe. It just goes to show Wesley can compete with the best in this league still. We've had a couple of unlucky results this year, but they'll take credit from that. Desperately tough loss at Christmas, but they'll go again in 3 weeks against Belvedere, 200 metres down the road in Ollie Campbell Park.
Yeah, and they'll look for revenge, you know, and who's to say they won't go and do it? But unfortunately, today wasn't their day. 10 points to 9. Great to be back, Tom, but there you go, David Wilkinson, the match winner.
Yeah, and I think probably you'd have to say man of the match as well, I would imagine, just for some of his tackling kicking. Look, Stuart, it was wonderful to have you back again. Hopefully we'll have you again after Christmas for a couple more. Folks, That's us out. Enjoy your Christmas, enjoy the New Year's. Please do give us a follow and a like, and highlights will be up on Monday, and we'll chat to you soon. Stay safe and have a great Christmas.